Welcome back. It's a new day. It's a new video. So we just gonna jump right into this. If you don't know who we are by now, you need to go ahead and watch our past videos.
But before we get into that, please subscribe, share, like our videos.
And also comment.
Also follow our Instagram.
And tag your friends in the Instagram comments.
Alright, so yeah. The topic of this video is gender norms. Just gender norms.
Yeah, just gender norms.
And gender biases, I guess.
And heteronormativity.
Okay, so yeah. You start off.
We're going to start off with the idea that hetero men have if they show emotion that makes them gay.
I mean, in general, this is a problem within the black community and all people showing emotion. But for boys, it's specifically hard. Like, if a young boy shows emotion or is crying or upset, they're told to suck it up, shake it off.
Be a man about it.
A 3-year-old is supposed to be a man about something. They're 3.
And if it's not a toy or something, like, if he's crying, either he gets a whooping, he gets yelled at, or he's made to feel inadequate because he's crying.
And this also puts a lot of emotional labor on women in the black community. Like, as someone who was raised to be a woman, like, I was always told, well, like, you feel the emotions for the family, but you can't show them. So I have to do all the emotional labor, but I still can't show them. What kind of sense does that make?
Yeah, also leads to a lot of emotional trauma as well.
And since men can't show emotion, girls have to show all the emotion. But not only that, they have to kind of just, they set it up so that there's always a girl counterpart to a man. That's kind of what that idea sets it up for. So our next point is romanticizing children friendships. Girls and boys can be friends and not end up dating later. I know that's like a radical idea for y'all.
This is true. This is true. I had a few like male best friends when I was in high school, and that's not a good example because they didn't like that. But prime example, when I was in like pre-K kindergarten, I had this best friend. His name was Zachary. Our parents fantasized about me and Zachary dating later on in life. After like kindergarten, me and Zachary never like saw each other again. But for the most part, me and Zachary were literally friends. We would do stuff together. We would play at the playground together. We would play in daycare together. We didn't look at each other like that. We were just friends. I feel like kids don't see gender. They just see their friend. And that's all it is, just their friend. So stop romanticizing your child's relationships with their counterpart. If they just want to be friends, they're just going to be friends. Quit forcing these ideals on your kids. Let the kids be kids.
This also goes to the idea that if a boy is teasing, hitting, biting a girl, it's flirting.
No,
it's not cute.
That's bullying.
That's bullying. And like girls are told, oh, he thinks you're cute. That's not it.
No, sis, he's bullying you.
Like, that's not acceptable in any way. It could also lead to other forms of abuse later in life.
And also teaching girls purity.
I wasn't taught purity as a child. Well, funny story about that. My aunt that is great, she told me at the age of 14, she told me I didn't have to wait for marriage to have sex. My grandma and them didn't agree with that, but she was like, just make sure I did it when I was ready and with someone that loved me. I was never taught that I had to be pure.
Now, me on the other hand, because I was raised and socialized to be a girl and to grow up to be a woman. I also grew up in church, so I was told to wait until marriage, or which I knew that wasn't going to happen. Then when my parent realized that that wasn't realistic, she just said be safe about it. But for the most part, they wanted me to be pure and wait till marriage. Don't tell your children that, because it's not realistic.
And on the same tokens of girls being pure, it's not an expectation for boys. No. Boys are allowed to have as many sexual partners as they want. They're not looked down on it.
It's actually encouraged.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Which also promotes hypermasculinity and misogyny. We're not gonna talk about that in this video.
So we talked a little bit about heteronormativity. Now we're gonna talk about some cis norms. Or cisgender norms.
And if you don't know what cisgender means by this point, clearly you have not been watching our videos. If you still don't get it, you can go ahead and Google it. Google is free.
So one of the first cis norms is
Oh, my favorite. that girls should act like girls.
What does that even mean?
That they're supposed to be all delicate and feminine, and they're supposed to wear pink and have hair bows, and they have to smell good, and they can't go outside and get dirty.
Was I not raised as a... I mean, I was raised as a girl. My family's not that liberal, but I played in dirt. I was rough as a child.
I was too.
I was also...
We know why I was rough as a child.
I also was a cheerleader, so...
I played basketball.
But yeah, girls don't have to be soft, and boys can be clean too. It's okay,
and it's okay for boys to be soft.
What does soft even mean? Like
the complete opposite of what a normal boy would do. They don't have to play sports. They can be into art. They can be into drawing and cartoons. They don't have to be into football. They don't have to be all hyper masculine and want to just beat up everything or everybody.
So basically, boys can show emotions and have feelings for other people. It's okay for them to be compassionate. It's actually should be encouraged, because you have little boys growing up not connecting with their children later in life, becoming men that don't know how to love a child, don't know how to love anyone else.
Before they have children, they don't know how to have a relationship.
Exactly. So the next one, this is my favorite part, gender reveals. Look, I know you're excited that your child has a penis or a vagina. Woo! But that means nothing. Yes, your baby is not going to come out a blue little alien because it has a penis, nor is it going to come out pink because it's a girl. Like, that's just not how that works. So why are you putting so much emphasis on something that is a social construct that may not necessarily be what your child decides to be later on in life?
Exactly.
Why are you putting a gender on someone who has no say so yet?
It's just, y'all should just start calling them sex reveal parties, because gender fluctuates. Gender is a sliding scale. Your child might be born a girl, but they might grow up and decide later on in life that that's not the gender that they feel that they associate themselves with. And yes, it happens. I am a prime example. It happens. I was born a female. I was socialized as a female at the age of 25. Actually, at the age of 18, I knew that I was not a female. It just took me 7 years to put the words to my feelings, which now I came out as a trans man.
I think we should cut this one and then...
Toys have no gender, just like clothes have no gender. Quit putting gender on toys. If a little girl wants to play with a Tonka truck, let her play with the Tonka truck. That doesn't make her any less of a girl, because she likes to play with boy things.
I mean, I used to play in dirt, and I used to be obsessed with dinosaurs. Like, I really like dinosaurs and building shit and destroying shit, and I am pretty damn girly.
I was just obsessed with basketball and wrestling.
I hated basketball and wrestling.
I mean, I had toy dolls because I had a younger sister. I used to play Sega Genesis. I used to do the complete opposite of what feminine things were. So, I mean,
I guess I was a tomboy, but it was like, I turned out girly. It doesn't really equate to anything. Like, I love makeup now. I loved makeup when I was younger too, but I also was more so interested in like playing in the dirt. I used to love like making Play-Doh out of clay that you dug up from the ground. That was weird, I know. But also, boys can play with dolls. It's okay. Let them be sensitive. Let them feel. So in all, just let kids express themselves. Let them live lives and be little humans. Part of childhood is being curious, making messes,
and learning about yourself before people tell you who you are.
And sometimes learning about yourself, this is probably going to be for another video, but that sometimes means masturbating. Don't look at me like that.
We're talking about children.
No, children masturbate, and I'm pro, especially little girls masturbating. Why are you looking at me like that?
Makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Babies masturbate in the womb.
We've had this conversation and I told you that made me feel very uncomfortable.
There's nothing sexual about masturbation. They just know that it feels good. And it's okay for children to explore that side of their bodies as long as they're in a safe, protective environment. Stop making that face.
This makes me feel so uncomfortable.
It's not sexual.
This has been Ren'sKaseTV. If you don't already follow us, subscribe to our channel. Follow us on our Instagram. I will link both of our personal Instagrams and our YouTube Instagram page in the description box below, and it will also be at the end of this video.
So bye bye.
Mubs got beats, bitch.